this whole thing for me was like, Hila, if you want a third baby, it's up to you because this is all you got to go through all the hardest shit. I just
I
don't.
mean, you
You know what I mean?
too, right? Like, we're both kind of going back and forth on the idea a lot.
Hmm.
We're like, when it's hard currently, then we're like, we don't need any more.
Right after Bruce was born, we're like, fuck having a third baby.
Yeah. But I don't know, we're always kind of wondering. And then I've been talking to like people about us wondering. And then somebody, well, my trainer actually was like, if there's a doubt, then you guys should probably do it. Because usually when people are done, they're like, hell no. They're like, not even thinking about it. Done.
You
And
know.
I kind of thought that made a lot of sense.
I thought that was really good advice too, because usually you hear the opposites. Like if you're in doubt, don't do it.
Yeah.
But hers was really good because when you're talking about having a kid, you don't you lose out with more time. The longer you wait, the more you're losing out because we want our kids to be in the same age. You're gonna be older, which means you're gonna have less fucking time with them as your ass gets older.
And it's very physical. Like keeping up with them is hard physically.
So I thought that was really good advice. That's what convinced me too.
And I do really hope to have a girl because I just feel like it would be a completely different experience than, mom and a boy versus mom and a girl for me. So yeah, I think I don't know, I feel like all the training that I do kind of, my body feels like in a better spot than ever. So I kind of feel like I'm not too worried about another pregnancy right now.
That's
like
awesome.
I can do it.
That's awesome. So that's good. You know, we're trying to find a hospital closer because you guys know last time this baby just fell out. I wasn't even there for the birth. So Hila's like, we got to find a hospital that's closer.
Yeah, because last time we got so lucky, it was the middle of the night, and so there was no traffic. But even without traffic, it's like 25 minutes. And if it ends up during traffic, like I'm just not taking that chance. There's no way. I'm not doing that again.
So I think you're going to give birth in the car, if anything.
I know.
It's like, fuck. Yeah, so people are asking, how does it work with IVF? Can you choose the gender?
So what's gonna happen now is after I take all the hormones and all the stuff they're gonna be giving me, they're gonna take out the eggs when they're gonna put me under and like take the eggs out. So it depends on how many I'll have and how many of them.
You had 20. You're like stacked.
That's just follicles, but that the follicle is where the egg will grow or something like that. Super hard for me to follow.
Okay.
But yes, there's a good chance that we'll have like a few good ones. Because from the amount that you start with, not all of them are going to be good ones. It could be like you start with 6, but only 1 will be good.
You're like, this kid will suck. You don't want him.
I don't know what it means, but that's
This
what they say.
kid's going to be dumb for sure. You don't want that egg. No, I think it's the viability. I think like a higher quality egg is less likely to result in a miscarriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So once we see, I don't know, if we'll have a few options, then I think it means we can choose because if they can say you have a good option here for a boy or a good option for a girl, we know we only want one, so we can pick which one.
Yeah,
because sometimes like there's a chance that you put them back in and the pregnancy won't go through still. So sometimes people will put 2 even, and they're like, well, if it does, we'll take the risk of having twins.
Would you do that?
I would not do that. Not willing to take that.
I was kind of open to the idea of having twins. I was like, fuck it, let's just do this 4 family. Crazy.
And I was like, there's no way in hell that I'm doing that because I'm okay with carrying 1 baby. I don't want to do that to my body, carry 2 babies.
Yeah, I can see that really fucking up your back.
And it's like a high risk pregnancy.
Oh.
And I was like, all the way through the end, I was working, I was doing stuff. Like when it's high risk pregnancy, you're just like laying down the whole end of the pregnancy because it's just insane.
Okay. Yeah, so the IVF it's actually really tough. Like, so tell about the process now because you're going to start doing all these shots and stuff.
So yeah, on Monday I'm starting the shots and it's going to be for 8 to 12 days, depending on how it develops. But it's 2 shots in the evening. And then at some point in the middle of those 8 days, there will be also a 3rd shot in the morning. And it's just like, I don't know. I the one that is painful is the one that I already had to do last time.
That one was so bad.
I'm not looking forward to that one.
The thing
Kind of
is-
it burns when it goes in.
Sucks, dude. I have to do it, and it like really hurts Hila. It's like
Yeah.
burns. I don't like that one.
But we already did that, so I'm kind of like, well, I've been there, I've done it.
And then so we do all that, and then do you
Then
know
they
when
give
the-
you like a trigger shot or something like that when they're ready. When they're like,
Oh.
okay, it's ready. There's a trigger thing,
right.
and then basically we're gonna go for the egg retrieval.
So when is that happening?
So that might happen around like March 1st. They said depending on
And
how everything goes. But
and then when do we do the IVF?
so I take it step by step because it's a lot of information every time. So right now this is all I'm like.
It's probably soon after. If they got
It,
the
it,
egg,
it will be soon after.
they got the sperm.
From
so
what
you
I
could be
understand, like beginning of the process, like very, very beginning to the very end of like you're pregnant is
Yeah.
about 3 months.
oh, so 'cause
But the very beginning already, because I had to be for 2 weeks on birth control pills, which I've
Okay.
already done.
yeah.
So that's the very beginning.
Okay, so there's still a while.
So there's still a while because once
we
they
just started.
they retrieve the eggs, then I don't know what they do to it. And yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, and so yeah, it was a tough decision to come to, but we ultimately decided. I think you're gonna get your little girly too. It's crazy that you want to name her like Big Fart Energy. I thought that was appropriate for a girl.
You sound like Theodore right now.
The name is still Olive, right?
Oh, so we're saying it?
Yeah, why not? We already did.
Sure. We never did. No, we didn't.
Yes, we did.
No, we didn't.
You guys did,
Yeah,
yeah.
we did.
Back
With
summer
Bruce, when Bruce was
21.
coming, you
We
were
did?
discussing
Oh, okay.
boy and girl name options.
Okay.
Olive.
was.
I always loved that name. I love olives.
Me too.
Maybe that has something to do with it.
Mm.
But I had a friend,
And you want to honor your employee here too, right?
Olivia.
Olivia.
Well, that's
Yeah.
a different. She has a different name.
It's a
I-
different name.
I-
Completely
Yeah.
different, Dan.
It's 100% different.
Like 98%
It is
different.
different.
And when you're talking about, the genome, it's everything.
Mm-hmm.
We've always like from the
5%
very
difference is
beginning
astronomical.
when we decided to have kids, we had the name Theodore for boy and Olive for girl. It was always that.
In college, I had a friend, and she told me that she had a baby sister, and her name was Olive. And I always thought that was so cute. I had never met a girl named Olive. I guess maybe it's an old-timey name,
Mm.
but I thought that was so cute, and I always remembered that that would be a nice name. So little Olive.
Mm.
Cute.
Olive is the name of the lead in Spelling Bee, which I think she's such a cute character.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that's what I think about.
Olivia. So I won't be able to sing that to her, but Olive. Ultimately, no, an olive or tree is totally different name. So don't even bring his fucking name into this.